What's up, you guys? It's Warren with Scale Audio. Today, we're going to talk about should you put reverb on an auxiliary track? For those of you who don't know what an auxiliary track is, basically just means a separate channel to put effects on where you're running just the reverb for your vocals. There's two different situations in which I either will or will not use an auxiliary track. Not using an auxiliary track is generally when I don't care if something's being interfered with the reverb, or I prefer it to be washed out. And this would be something like ad libs sometimes, or, instruments that I want really big and spacey, and I don't really want cutting through. I just want that wash. I'll always, though, and for the most part, do use an auxiliary track because you can get your sounds to get out of the way of the item you're putting the reverb on, and you can manage them by themselves. So let's take a look at both of those scenarios. So first things first, let's look at something we'd put an auxiliary track on. If we look here, too tight like I need to stretch. We're coming in right here. Even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she can redirect. Take that, and what I'm going to do is I am going to send it to a separate channel. We'll call this one main vocal. We'll call this one reverb. Now that I've got these channels here, if we will see, too tight like I need to, I've got the same signal coming through here. So what we'll generally do is we'll load up a reverb. Our verb, we'll just load a preset. Let's go factory. Let's go halls, have it be something bigger. Sure, dark hall. So if I mute this channel here, too tight, like I need to stretch. So gone, I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. And the cool thing about this is that we can shape and affect this however we want because it's on its own channel. Right? Something I like to do actually is I'll saturate my reverbs. Too tight, like I need to stretch. So gone, I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, she could redirect. Cool stuff like that. But the biggest reason that you'll do something like this is we can actually cut out the reverb for our voice to make room in and duck it out of the way. So with stereo, there's often less room for stereo imaging in the lower ranges. So what I'll do, too tight like I need to stretch. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. Too tight like I need to stretch. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. Too tight like I need to stretch. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the... And we'll get some enunciation in here. Let's see, 5 is at about 3, about 4K. Kind of start tapping into the presence, get those highs out of the way a little bit sharper of a Q on this one. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. Now we're sidechaining this reverb and just getting it out of the way every time that the vocal hits. And this is a great reason to be putting it on a separate channel. If it's on the same channel, you just can't do that, right? And so we'll listen with and without, and you'll hear the difference. Too tight like I need to. So first without, too tight like, let's turn it up to exaggerate. Too tight like I need to stretch. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. Too tight like I need to stretch. So gone I couldn't even stay to see the rest. If she ain't being direct, till she could redirect. Addicted to the game like I need it next. As you can see, it moves out of the way whenever the vocal comes in and just gives you some space. Anytime I have a main vocal or anything I don't want affected by a reverb, I'll put the reverb on an auxiliary channel because it gives me so much freedom. Awesome. Now we've got our ad lib. You generally want your main vocals in front. Those are what's really the attention of a track. Your ad libs are going to accent those, so you don't necessarily always want them right in front. When something has more reverb, it appears farther off in a distance in a mix, so it's less in front. And that's why a lot of reverb can wash out your vocals. That's something that I would like to have with these ad libs. So we're going to change the ad libs real quick and affect them, get them something that would sound decent to me, and then I will add reverb on the same track. So now that I have it all on the same channel, I could either really have it just only the wet signal, too tight like I need to stretch, so gonna too tight like I need to stretch, so, or I could do a mixture of both, dry, too tight like I need to stretch, full wet, too tight like I need to stretch, somewhere in between, too tight like I need to stretch, so gone and couldn't even stay to see, too tight like I need to stretch, so gone and couldn't even stay to see the rest if she ain't being direct. And this is something where you can just save time by not having to set up a whole nother auxiliary track and do anything extra and do the most, you know? If it's a sound that you don't care about it being washed out and you don't care about the extra control, just save yourself the time of setting up another auxiliary track. It's just, you don't always need to, it's not necessary. That, my friends, is should you use an auxiliary channel for reverb? And the answer is it depends. So do whatever is going to be best and quickest for your workflow and is going to give you a result that you're happy with. If you like the video, please like. If you have any comments, please comment. Would always love a subscribe. This is Warren with Scale Audio, and adios.